Thank you for coming to this video. In this video now we will practice how to use conditions. How to select data from our data frame based on conditions. And we have seen in the previous practical example that we've been dealing with our grades, our student grade. So let's do maybe close this one and start a new one. We will say conditions, so you can share it with you later and you deal with that. Getting back to conditions, and where is it? Conditions here, and let's import Pandas as what? PD, and then say gr straight PD equal read underscore Excel. And you remember our file? Our file was grades.xlsx, and you remember we skipped rows equal 3. Okay, so that gave us our data frame, and we'll say gr.head to have a look at the head. So we remember our head. Very good. This is only the head. If I want to know how many records in this sheet, this is one way I can do. I can say len. Len is the length. Len of gr, and this will give me there are 33 records there. Let's now apply a condition. Condition, we need to look at student who scored 15 or above in test 1. Okay, so gr of test 1 is more than or equal 15. Okay, so that's our condition. This is only the condition. So if you need the whole line, you need bracket here and bracket here and gr at the beginning. So that's the way you do it. We run it now. These are the students. If you look at test 1, you will find only those who scored 15 or above. Now this make it more difficult. Look at 18 and above. Okay, they became less. 19 and above. Became less. We want people who scored exactly 20. How we do that? Now you need equal 20. In this case, you need 2 equal. 1 equal will not work. If you do 1 equal, it will not work. You get invalid, and you get an error. You need to be 2 equal because we're comparing. We're not assigning the value. So now this is giving us only student who scored 20 into test 1. Let's assume we have another condition that need the score 20 in the first test and more than 18 in the second test. Okay, so this one we'll copy from here and put it here. This is the first one. Inside we need to have this one between bracket and this one between bracket, then space, bracket, space, and put and here. Now that was the first condition. Now second condition, we take this one here, copy it again and put it here. Now what the second condition? We said test 2, so this has to be test 2 more than 18, more than or equal 18. Let's include 18. So these are now the complete code. If we run it, we're getting an error because we are missing a bracket here. Notice this, it's important, it will give you indication. If I'm missing a bracket here, you see this bracket is red. The red here means there's something missing. So I need a bracket here. Okay? So that gives us only student who scored 820 in the first one and 18 and above in the second one. Now let's make few other mistakes. Assume we remove those two brackets from here and do this like this. Always is good to try this. Why? Because you will know what is the error you made and what message you get. Now you know what is the error you made. You remove those brackets. You just made two conditions here and condition here with and in between. But you didn't use the bracket. You know that mistake, yeah? So you know the mistake. What error will come for this? See this error coming here? The truth value of the series is ambiguous, yeah? So this message saying it's not able to know which one is your condition. It's a mixing. So you need to put this one inside the bracket and this one inside the bracket. So now it becomes clear. This is the first condition, this is the second condition. Okay? Now if I want or, now I know and. If this condition and that condition. I want or now, okay? Either this or that, one of the two. I should get more data, yeah? Because any one of the two is okay. So how I get or this vertical line, which you will find it in your keyboard. It depends on which keyboard you will be using. You see it on the screen. That is the one you need to have. So now the more data, because any one, either this one correct or this one correct, you will get the data. If either student more than 18, you will get, or equal 20, you will get. So you'll get those who are equal 20 in test 1, and you'll get those who are above or equal 18, and any one of the two. So not both. The previous example, both should meet the condition. So this one need to be true, this one need to be true. Yeah. So that's how you select data based on conditions. And conditions are very powerful. Most of the things you do with the data, you're searching for certain data, isn't it? Or you apply a condition based on a certain, apply a calculation based on a certain conditions. So conditions are important. And in Pandas is very simple, just one line of code. Again, to make you understand it, let me do another example. I'll come here. See, this is the way to do it, just if you want to remember. Whatever your data frame is, you put the name of your data frame, GR. And then you open and close bracket. So this is the overall. Then what condition you're looking for? If GR, for example, test 1, less than 10, student who scored less than, then that's your condition. Now, you can add a bracket here and bracket here. That's still good, yeah, and maybe it's a good practice to do. And then this will give you, nobody would score less than 10. If you go 13, there are three students. Now, if you have another condition, you just add and or whatever you have. And basically the same thing here you have. You need there, but the condition will change. Looking at the same test now, test 1, more than 19. So we're looking at people who scored more than 19 test 1 and people who scored less than 13. Just we're looking at the top and the lower size of your data. So you do that, you get that nobody did both. But if you look at or, use or, you will get many people who are at the high level and those who are at the lower level, because using or any of the two conditions. But once you use and, means both conditions should be met, and this both condition will not be met, because you're looking at the same test, the student scored less than 13 and scored, you not find anybody. But or will give you the people who are in that range. So that's how to use conditions. I hope it's clear now, and want you to do more practice. Practice is the way that get you to experience it and become familiar, become normal thing. I always tell my students about driving. When you started driving, you were worried about everything, and after you practice and you practice, it became just normal thing. You do it without even need to be worried about it. You need to be careful on the road, but it becomes easy for you. The stress is not there, like when you start driving first time. Practice is the way that make you competent. Thank you for listening.